here. Now we are going to take one table called product. We are going to take the table called products table. In this products table, we have product name column, list price column, category column, category ID column. There are three columns: product name, list price, category ID. There are three columns. Okay. Now client is asking, for every product price is there, but I would like to give some discount. I would like to give some discount for the products. When you want to give the discounts to the products, obviously you will ask your client, what is the criteria? What is the criteria? Now client is telling that criteria is based on the category ID. If category ID is 1, then I would like to go with the discount as 5%. If category ID is 2, I would like to go for discount as 10%. I would like to go for discount as 10%. For rest of the categories, whatever the products you have, rest of the products, I would like to give the discount as here 8%. 8% we want to give. So for category 1, 5% discount. For category 2, 10% discount. The rest of the category items, 8% is the discount calculation. That's the requirement as given. Let's do this exercise here so that we'll be clear with the statement, case statement. So what I'm going to do is now, I'm going to create first table and insert some column, some rows into the table. Then we'll try to write the query select statement for an implementation. Okay. Now let's connect to the database. Product name, list price, category ID. First, we are creating table. Create table, table name, products, price, details. That's the table name. What is the column name? Product name, square cat of, let's say 100. And after that, list price. List price, I'm going to take it as number of 9. Then after that, category ID. This number of only 1 digit I'm going to allow. I don't want to allow more than 1 digit for category ID. And I would like to set default category as 2. In case if we don't pass category ID, then it takes default category here. And now we are going to close this table. Just we are going to have 3 columns. Now the table has been created successfully. Let's insert a couple of records into the table. Set into table values. What is the product name you are going to pass? CPU. How about the price? 10,000 and category ID 1. Okay. Then we are going to specify monitor 5,000. I'm not going to pass any value here. Select the data from the table. Products, price, details. Now we can find null value here. But we mentioned default as 2 is the constraint. But you are not ignoring this column. You are passing some null value. That's the reason it's taking null value. Okay, no problem. So we'll go for insert couple of records here. you want to insert the value only for your columns, then choose column names, comma, list price, values. I think monitor again we have inserted problem. Keyboard. We can find the data in the table. Of course, we can go for update if there are any changes. So now we are not passing here category ID. So that's why what happened, system has taken the default value as per the constraint, whatever we have specified here. But here what happened, we passed null value. We passed null value here. That's why it is not going to take the default value. So if you don't pass any value like this, definitely the value will be taken from the constraint. Okay. So now we have the categories. Let's take some other category here. 3 and 20,000. Take some other item here. Server. Record is inserted. Where categories. 3. Now we have like this. Product name is there. Price is there. Category days. But right now, what client is asking, he wants the output. Client is asking, I want the output. Product name. Okay, we can get price. That okay, we can get. I want discount. I would like to have the discount. So discount, obviously it is not there in the database table. Definitely we have to ask the client. Discount information is not there in the table. How we have to calculate? The client has to tell us what is the formula. In their language, they will tell. They'll say that if category ID is 1, if category ID is equal to 1, then go with 8%. Okay, 15% discount. If category ID is 2, then go with 10% discount. Rest of the products, then go with 5%. That's the requirement. Of course, in our example, I think it's different is there. Here 5%, 10%, and 8% is there. No problem. We can go with this also, no issue. Right. So client is giving this requirement. Then we are supposed to write the syntax. Which one is suitable for this? Can we apply the decode? Decode we cannot apply here because decode is going to just compare the values in your table. For that, alternative value will be replied. You cannot apply the calculations in decode. Greater than, less than, multiplications, formulas cannot be applied in the decode. We can choose the column name, and for that column, you can specify if this value is there, then what you would like to go for it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to write a statement here. Select what is your column product name. What is your second column list price from what is the table name? Customer product price details. Product price details. Now we got here. Products. Yes, we are missing. Products price details. Now I need one more column called discount here. But discount is based on your category ID. Of course, if you want to write a category ID also, okay, no issue. for easy understanding, you can also choose your category ID. I need the discount here. So for that only we are going to write a case. So take your column category ID, use this when one, and then you go for write this logic. This round is a built-in function in case if you want to round the result for specific value. It means for decimal point and all, we are going to use this. So we are going to apply this value. Okay, so let's go for write case category ID when one. It means if category ID is one, then what you would like to do? So we are going for a round of list price. Right now we do not have any decimal points in list price. We can directly apply list price multiply by 0.15. So we would like to have the 15%, right? Excuse me. We would like to have 15%, right? So 1. Next, that is for category ID is 1. Then when category ID is 2, then what you would like to do that? So let's go for right here. When there is 2, category ID is 2, list price multiply by 0.1. Only for 2 categories client has said, and the rest they said you can go ahead with the for remaining all you can go ahead with the 5%. Else we have to use, and then we have to go for end or case statement. This is alias name. Discount is just alias name. You are going to provide here it is. So here I'm going to use else list price multiply by 0.5. This is 0.5. Okay. So then end whatever the column name you would like to provide, we can provide. This is syntax. There might be some syntax issues you have, then we have to cross check. Right. Now in 10,000, what is the discount? 15%. Right. You got 1,500 is the discount. 5,000. This is null value. So category ID is 1. For 1, 15% we said. Category ID is 2. 2 means 10%. 10% discount in 5,000 is 500. Category 3. Category 3 means we said 5% only. Now the item cost is 20,000. What would be the discount? 20,000. 5% means it's going to be 0.05 we have to specify. Sorry. We mentioned 0.5, 50% discount we offered. Now for 20,000, 5% discount, it will be 1,000. For 10,000, category ID is 3. Right. So for this also 5%. Okay. So whenever we are going to have this null value, obviously it comes under else category only. So 5% it is going to be calculated because null is not equal to 1. It is not equal to 2. Obviously it will go to the else part. And we given the label as discount that we are going to get it. So case is a statement which we are going to apply here. Case, take your column name, whatever the input you required for comparison. So in this column, if you have the value called 1, do this calculation and that will be the result. If it is the else, then this value. Else, this value we are going to have it. And this is going to be the label. Okay. So that's how we can go for apply the case statement. So it's very common requirement. We can go for write this type of logic in SQL as well as in PLSQL. Okay. So this is one example, case example, how we can apply whenever we are working in the projects. Okay. Thank you.